It is possible to bind an input component to a database bidirectionally, much like you bind it to a tag bidirectionally. That way, not only can we see the current value in the database, we can write a value back. So here I have a numeric text field, and what I want to do is view and update set.1 for recipe 1 in my recipes table. Since set.1 is a floating point value, I'm going to set the number type of the numeric text field to a double. Then I'm going to bind the value double property here to a SQL query. In this binding, at the top you'd specify the select query that's going to bring the value back from the database. At the bottom, you can enable the update query to write a value back once the user changes it on the component. We're going to make use of both. So at the top, I'm going to put the query in here to bring back set.1 from my recipes table where ID equals 1. That's the first recipe. It's going to come from my MySQL database, and I do want this query to poll, typically at a relative rate, which is the 5 seconds by default. We want this to always update on the screen. At the bottom, I want to enable the update query. So when I change the value, I want to update the recipes table. I want to set the same column, sp1, equal to, and the value, we don't know what the value is. So we're actually going to use this marker over here on the right-hand side called this, which will be whatever the value is. It's a placeholder here. And with the same condition here, where ID equals 1. So now I've got both of these set up. As soon as I press OK, I'll see the value coming back from the database. So you can see down here in my query browser, sp1 for recipe 1 is a value of 1. Now, if I go into preview mode here, if I go and modify this value, like I set it to 6.43 and press enter, you'll see that it's going to write it back to a database. So it's very easy to make these bindings bidirectional for databases.